Hi there. One mantra I've learned since I started cooking goes like this. In cooking, there are a few disasters and many learning experiences, but fortunately, you can still eat the learning experiences. Well, right now I'm recovering from the last week of learning experiences as I used a Stargazer cast iron skillet to make cheesecake. And the end result is something I'm very proud of, and I'll gladly present this to anyone. But getting to that point was definitely a learning experience. After I overfilled the pan with my first cheesecake and the second cheesecake cracked like a skyscraper during the San Francisco earthquake, I finally learned the secret for making a flawless cheesecake. And that involves using a water bath to steam the cheesecake as it bakes. But there's a golden rule that's even more important than that. And as we'll see here, that rule is very simple. Take your time and don't rush it. To make this cheesecake, we'll be using a Stargazer cast iron skillet, and we'll also be using a large 30-centimeter skillet from Solid Technics. And for the crust, we'll be using crushed Oreo cookies ground up in a food processor. Well, when Mom passed away this past May, we cleaned out her home, and my brothers presented me with these from her kitchen. They've sat here in my possession for the last few months, and now tonight, I guess I'll be using it for the first time. 5, 10, 15, 20. Looks like there's plenty of room. We'll go for the whole thing. 25, 30, 35, 40. What a way to start using this thing. That was easy. Newsflash, this thing comes out. Here's... We're gonna have to do this one more time. There we are. Now we add half a cup of melted butter and mix it together to make this a good solid crust. We grease the cast iron skillet, then we add the cookie crumbs to the pan. Just simply spread them across the bottom. After spreading them out, we grease the bottom of a spatula and use it to press the cookie crumbs down into the pan. Now we add the rest of the cookie crumbs a little at a time and press them against the sides to form a full crust for the cheesecake. And once the crust is shaped, we take the entire cast iron pan and place it in the refrigerator to chill and help solidify the crust. It's actually very easy to prepare the batter for the cheesecake. However, it's very important to take our time and don't rush this. If we beat the batter too much, the cheesecake will crack. So we're being very gentle here, and we'll never turn the mixer up to more than half speed. Once the cheese and the sugar are mixed together, we mix in 3/4 of a cup of cream to give it the right consistency and make it into a batter. After we scrape the sides of the bowl, we add 4 eggs. Again, it's important to take our time and mix in the eggs one at a time. From here, we add a cup of sour cream and some vanilla extract. Then we turn down the mixer and sift in a 1/4 cup of flour. This is to help the cheesecake stay solid. Again, it's very important to sift in the flour so we don't get lumps in the batter. And the batter is ready. Now we prepare to bake the cheesecake by getting out an even bigger pan to use for the water bath. Although here, something surprising happened. And it fits perfectly in. It's spinning. Well, this is definitely not spinning on the table. And neither is this. Yet, when I put the stargazer in the osfont, it spins. Wonder if the surface of the osfont is level. Oh well. All we're doing is pouring boiling water into it. We give the bowl a few good taps to help let out any air bubbles. Then we simply add the batter to the pan until it reaches the top of the crust. Spread the batter to even it out, but don't worry if it isn't flat. As it bakes in the oven, this will smooth out the top of the cheesecake. The secret to a perfect cheesecake is to surround the pan with steam, which is why we're using the water bath. We need to do this quickly because the oven door is open. We add the boiling water to the pan, then simply place the pan with the cheesecake inside. Then we bake it at 325 degrees for 1 hour. Here's the other crucial step. After an hour, don't take the cheesecake out of the oven. Just leave the oven door open a tiny bit, turn off the heat, and let the cheesecake cool slowly for another hour.
Ooh, that looks perfect.
And this looks like a perfect cheesecake. Because we took our time and let the cheesecake cool very slowly, we have a cheesecake with no cracks, one that looks as perfect as it's certainly going to taste. Now we chill the cheesecake overnight in the refrigerator, and we also take the time to prepare a strawberry topping. This is nothing more than slicing up a pound of strawberries, mixing in a little lemon juice, and adding a 1/4 cup of sugar. We mix it all together, then we place this alongside the cheesecake to chill overnight. And at last, we can reward our efforts with a slice of cheesecake, baked in a cast iron pan. Top this decadent dessert with the strawberries, and you have a cheesecake that comes close to being a slice of heaven. And that's exactly what the best cheesecake should be. And the final result of this cheesecake is something I'm very proud to present to you here. Not only did the cheesecake taste wonderful, it had a flawless surface that made it look like something baked by a professional. And I'm nothing close to a professional, but it's moments like this that make me glad I took up this hobby and learned to cook. And that's the real reason why cheesecake is so special and so popular. It tastes like heaven, it's decadent, and it's one of the greatest baking dishes you can make. Because when you accomplish a truly perfect cheesecake, you know you've done something special that you can be proud of. Go ahead and be proud because you've earned it. And if you make a cheesecake like this one here, no matter how it turns out, your family and friends will certainly enjoy it. So please comment below and let us know how it turned out. I hope this gives you yet another reason to use a cast iron pan in a manner that some folks may not expect. And that's always a good reason to use it. Thank you for watching.